about him?
When he gets to his house, Woody Lane's gonna waste him.
Stop for your death!
Police got Lane this morning. I want you to handle it.
Case dismissed. Lane's back on the street again, free.
Up against that wall!
Sorry, but I have to know what happened here, Lieutenant.
What girl? Who is this? Operator.
The look of love, it's on your face. A look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you now that I have found you.
Good evening, Mr. Gerard.
Good evening.
Good crowd. Sonny always packs them in.
Yep.
I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you.
Well,
How long I have
okay?
Missed you.
found you. Don't ever go. I love you so.
Different broad every night. I don't know how he does it.
All you need is to own a place like this and have a little bread.
Your singer's very good, Lou.
Well, I guess if you like that type of music.
Oh, I forgot. You're a great connoisseur of great music. Brahms, Bach, Beethoven.
Wrong order. Beethoven first. Have you ever heard his ninth?
Nope.
Well, you will tonight at my place. It's called the Chorale.
Oh. We're gonna get all cultured up tonight.
Well, culture and force, my old man used to say. That's what makes great civilizations and great men.
Haha, touche.
Hey, Sonny, want to go get a taste to eat, man?
No, I'm busy, but I'll catch your act tomorrow. See you later. Take it easy.
Hello, Sonny boy.
What are you, what's going on? Hey, man, cool it!
Call the cops. The guy's out tonight.
What's going on?
Where's your ID?
It's in my hip pocket.
I'm sorry, but I have to know what happened here, Lieutenant.
We just got this film from SID. Well, are you comfy, Pep?
No, but go ahead, Joe. I want to get home.
That's Larry Coleman himself. This film was shot from a moving van.
Oh, boo. I thought you were going to show home movies of me and my family on vacation.
Will you guys roll the film?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Larry Coleman, local syndicate boss, promoted by the Capos, which brings us to the contenders to take his place. Artie Lasky. Extortion, manslaughter, and all charges dismissed. Served 6 months, assault and battery on a street lady.
Nice man.
Yeah, real prince.
Now here we have Charlie Bacon. Of the three, he's a lightweight. And up until now, he was just a hanger-on with some of the local street crooks. Controlled the numbers on the south side, and used to be one of the biggest fences in the state. Unless, of course, I'm telling you something you already know.
I'm still learning.
Oh, some of it's new to me, Joe.
You got dirty movies?
Hi, Bill.
Lou Gerard, younger, but a comer, and has the blessings of the young blood in the syndicate. Few brushes with the law, relatively unmarked. He's tough, ambitious, and very, very smart.
He runs the Club Flora. It's a ritzy joint.
Oh, when are you going to take me, Bill?
When they lower the prices.
Well, what's the contest, boys? It's got to be the butler.
Gerard. Why, you ask?
Well, as you said, Joe, he's the smartest, he's the toughest, and the word is out. He's hungry for a promotion. I mean, that I know.
Yeah, well, you might know it, but Coleman doesn't know it. He's back east, but he's still trying to get support from the Brotherhood to move back out here and take over the southern half of the state instead of just the city.
Oh? When do we get the early returns from Vermont and New Hampshire?
I don't think this one's going to be settled by that old red, white, and blue method. Now, this will be more like black and blue. Come on, Pep, let's go.
Now you can run the good stuff.
Dirty movies?
Hey, where are we going?
We are going to the hospital to visit Rose Hess, remember?
Well, but I wanted to go home and change first.
Honey, she's not going to write a nasty note to Harper's Bazaar.
Oh.
You're anxious to meet her. She's anxious to meet you. What difference does it make what you got on? Besides, I'm low on gas.
Ha.
Ha.
Will John be there?
Yeah, I just talked to him.
Is he okay now? I mean, he took her illness, that operation, pretty hard. I thought a couple times there he was going to crack.
Honey, for a year, it looked like his wife was not going to make it. But she's okay, and now he's in great shape. No, wait a minute. That's not the punchline. No, wait a minute. Wait. So the kid leans over and he says to the lawyer, he says, "You keep doing that, ma'am, we're going to lose this case." That's the punchline.
Oh, move over, Don Rickles.
But not too far.
Right.
That's a funny story.
Bill, don't make me laugh. It hurts.
You know, we kicked him out of homicide because of jokes like that.
Right after they kicked me out of internal affairs.
That's right.
Anyway, guess who gives me all my material?
Only the clean stuff.
Oh, is that right? Tell me when you tell me about the camel and the rookie.
Oh, Bill, stop it. You're terrible.
She's probably just having car trouble. Daughter'll be here.
I'm not worried about her, honey.
Bill tells me she sang with a rock group for a while.
Not anymore, Pepper. She got that out of her system. I can't say I'm sad.
Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? I may be climbing on rainbows, but baby, here goes. Dreams there for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if you're wondering what this all is leading to, I
Mr. Jarrett's telephone. It's Mr. Lane. He said it's urgent. I put it in your office.
No, you don't know me well. And every little thing only time will tell. You believe the things that I do, and we'll see it through.
Yeah, Woody, what's up?
I just got a call from New York City. It seems Mr. Coleman has decided he doesn't like the weather or the business.
He's coming back?
He's flying back tomorrow. His plane lands about 11:15.
The word from our associates back east is to dump him. Now, how, I leave up to you.
All right.
What do you say, kid? You want to get the show on the road?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, Billy. It's not time.
Oh, I'll give you two a chance to be alone. Now we got rid of him. You look terrific, honey.
Thanks, Bill.
Take you out dancing, you get out of here.
Bye-bye, Rose. Goodbye, Pepper. I heard so much about you from John and the boys.
Uh-oh.
Nothing but the loveliest things. And they were right.
Thank you. Well, we'll get together later. Bye-bye. Bye.
Pepper, keep an eye out for this guy, will you?
Oh, you know it.
Thanks for dropping by, babe.
Sure.
Good night, honey.
So long, Willie.
See you, babe.
So long. Don Rickles, huh? Hey, you know, they look good together.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Tired, huh?
A little. Except for these dumb eyes.
Hmm?
They keep wanting to look at that handsome cop.
You want me to climb in there and get in trouble?
I feel so good, I think I'll buy you something to eat.
Oh, another bad joke.
Oh, I hear there's a pretty good coffee shop downstairs.
Or maybe you'd rather buy me another bowl of chili. You know that great place where you stand up and eat?
You got a better way?
Sergeant Pepper Anderson. Phone call at the 5th floor nurse's station.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
If that's Telly Savalas asking for one of his lollipops.
Dr. Hyde, outside call.
Uncle Bill.
Donna?
Donna.
Oh, honey, I didn't. Hey, look at you. You look terrific.
Thank you.
Now that you're this tall, I think you can stop calling me Uncle Bill. What do you say?
Right, I'll call you Bill.
I just saw your mother. She looks great,
I
too.
know, thank God. We're so worried about her.
Yeah.
Open heart surgery.
Yeah, I know. She's going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I missed?
What?
I missed your singing. Remember when you were about that high?
Yeah.
Once I had a secret love.
I've given all that up now, Bill. My big career is just a thing of the past. Listen, it was really good to see you. I better go because it's
Okay.
late, you know?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Hey, stop growing, will you?
Okay. I'm going to my mother now. Bye.
Dr. Granville, please call the operator. Dr. Granville.
That was the office. One of my contacts wants to see me tomorrow. Beautiful girl. Can't leave you alone for a second.
Hi, Trudy. What you got? I got some good information. Worth a lot. Well, let's hear what it is, and then we'll establish a price. I don't want money for it. Come on. If it's about your guy, I've told you. He's a two-time loser. I just can't go to the DA and say, take it easy on him.
You could, with the right information. The DA would buy it. Like Lou Gerard.
Lou Gerard? What do you know about him?
Coleman's flying back from the East today. When he gets to his house, Willie Lane's gonna waste him.
Are you sure about this?
And it's scheduled to arrive on time? Oh, give me that flight number again, will you? Thanks very much. Got it.
How about that? Excuse me. 12 by 50 to 12 by 52.
52, go 50.
Yeah, Joe, this is Bill. Airport intelligence reports that Larry Coleman just arrived from New York. Word's out they're gonna waste him. I'd like to say just lay back and watch, but you better get over to his place and check things out. How long will it take you to get there?
He will be in approximately 5 minutes.
Good.
Lou Gerard asked me to stop by.
Hold it! Stop or you're dead! These officers, freeze! Drop or you're a dead man! Get off there, man!
Hey, what's going on? Huh?
That's me.
I got my rights? Come on, Crowley, come on. You got nothing on me.
Oh, man, come on, Lane, you come on. Now, you gotta stop kidding yourself, man. This is like taking a trip to Fantasyland.
What do you want from me, Crowley? What do you want from me?
If your lawyer were here, I'd say a confession.
Well, my lawyer's gonna be here. Oh, yeah. He's gonna take you apart, old buddy.
Oh, your lawyer's gonna take me apart,
That's
huh?
it.
Man, this fantasy trip bills and bills for you, doesn't it?
Look, I told those two creeps of yours. Now, I'm telling you, I didn't kill him, I didn't shoot him. That's it.
Coleman shot himself, even though he didn't have a gun.
I told you, somebody else shot him. Somebody behind me. Somebody on the other side of the house. How many times I gotta tell you?
Well, why don't you tell me again, Lane? Now, what were you doing there?
Where, at the house?
At the house.
He owed me some money, some heavy bread.
Why didn't you get on the phone and call it?
Needed my personal attention.
Oh, I see. You needed your personal attention. You knew Coleman was coming in, didn't you?
Yeah, I knew Coleman was coming in. I mean, it was no big secret.
Who told you, Lou Gerard?
No,
You drove to his house, Lane. You had a gun on you.
I had a gun. I got a license to carry a gun. There, there's a lot of muggers in this city, and you know what they say, when you want a cop?
Don't get cute with me, bro.
Well, I'm telling the truth.
Well, I said it. Don't get cute with me. Man, you had a gun on you. You dusted Coleman with that gun, and we got that gun. Now, my two men wrestled it away from you, and we got it. And right now, it's on its way upstairs to ballistics. Ballistics, man, you know what that means? You're a smart fella. Ballistics is where they're going to test it and where they're going to prove that that's the gun that wasted Coleman. Now, you tell that to your lawyer when he gets here. He's going to roll over. It'll take a little while, but he's going to help us nail Gerard.
Fantastic.
Where are the guys?
One guess.
Vinny's.
Some cops are sure smart.
Come in.
Well? Well, you look good. I like your tux. Black, the way it should be. Sit down. I think you ought to get a new secretary, Alvin. I like my messages delivered on the spot.
She left the message with my wife. My wife was busy with this party tonight.
Oh, your son's birthday. What'd you get him?
What he wanted, a jazzy sports car.
Kids today. When I was a kid, I couldn't even promote a bicycle. My family had any dough, went for piano lessons. Well, it looks like I'm treating you and yours pretty good, Counselor.
Have I complained?
The police got Lane this morning.
For what?
Coleman's been shot, dead. I want you to handle it.
How'd they get Lane?
Cold.
Things don't look too good then, do they?
They're gonna look a lot better, Counselor, after you've had a talk. And I want you to give them a little message from me.
just going over Gerard's file. He sure runs around with a lot of bad characters.
We Lane clammed up.
What happened?
Well, Gerard sent over his attorney. They had a little talk. Now Woody just sits there with a big smile on his face.
Sergeant, you are an expert in the field of ballistics, correct?
I am.
Now, you testified a little while earlier in this hearing that the bullets found in Mr. Coleman's body were fired by this weapon, Exhibit A, which 2 police officers allegedly found in my client's possession, correct?
That's right.
All of your expertise, all of your testimony about marks from the extractor, the indentation of the firing pin, grooves made on the bullets by the rifling in the pistol barrel, etc., would vouch for that. True?
That's right.
Sergeant Bingham, what would you say if I were to tell you that I am prepared right now to introduce to this court three other witnesses who will help me to prove that, all of your expertise notwithstanding, that the weapon in question, this gun, Exhibit A, was not the weapon which fired the fatal bullets? If I can prove to this court that the bullets which murdered the deceased came from another gun, an unknown gun, that the barrel markings are all quite different from these comparison photographs and the testimony which you have so carefully prepared and presented to this court, what would you say?
The witness will answer the question.
I'd say there's no doubt in my mind that this weapon fired the bullet that killed Larry Coleman.
No doubt in your mind?
No, sir.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
The witness may step down. Does the assistant district attorney have any further witnesses?
No, Your Honor. I do not.
Very well. Mr. Elben, you may call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. As you know, I presented the police department with a subpoena ducis tecum, and we were allowed to conduct our own ballistic tests in the presence of Sergeant Bingham. My next witness will now produce the results of those tests. I call Lieutenant Fred Rowe to the stand.
Who's he? He used to be with the Sacramento Police Department. Ballistics man.
Case dismissed. Lane's back on the street again, free. Gerard's running things, free with our blessings. There's people out there on that street splitting their sides, laughing at us, at the DA.
Captain, you asked to see me.
Your men, Stiles, Royster, and Bingham, were notified this morning that they are temporarily suspended from duty. Contact Anderson. Tell her that she and you are helping us work an investigation.
Why us?
Because you're a special unit that answers to the top, so you've got to help us clean your own house. Now, you check with me before you make a move, but you've got 72 hours. The chief wants some action on this, and fast.
Wait a minute, are you asking us to shoe-fly our own people?
And Bingham, too. Telephone him. Tell him I want to see him here in my office in half an hour. Now, look, Crowley, I am not asking you. I am telling you. This is what internal affairs is all about. Now, it may be lousy duty, but this is the way it's got to go down. By crying out loud, you were weaned here.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Cop's bound against cop. Makes me want to throw up.
Joe and Pete, suspects? Oh, no, these are cops. And I'm telling you, I am no headhunter.
You're a cop, honey. You think I like any better than you do?
Hello, Billy.
Hello, John. How's Rose?
That's great. I'm glad to be home, of course. I sneak off a little early, spend some time with her. Hey, look, I just heard about Stiles and Royster.
Word sure takes a long time to get around, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, Bingham,
Captain?
get you some coffee?
No, thanks.
How's your wife?
What
What am I supposed to say? She's fine, never felt better?
Now you know why you're here.
Yeah, now I know.
Crowley, come in.
Hey, Paul. What are you, helping Internal Affairs out, Bill? See that they put me away?
Oh, come on, you know better than that.
Nobody's putting anybody away. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, what do you make about what's happened?
Aside from the fact that it's insane?
Would you mind keeping your voice down and answer my question? It wasn't the right gun.
It wasn't yesterday in that courtroom. But look, Captain, the word right is strictly relative here. It was the same gun I tested with the same serial number.
I don't know what we're pussyfooting around about him. It's obvious somebody changed the barrel. It's as simple as that, right?
That simple is right. That gun's an imported number. The parts, including the barrel, had no serial numbers attached. Somebody pulled a switch between the time I made my test and Alvin got his 3 guys to make theirs. So naturally it was me.
Nobody's saying it was you.
Yeah, but me, Stiles, and Royster. All of a sudden, we got a lot of time on our hands. That gun never left this building until the day it was exhibited in court. So let's face it, Gerard got to a cop who got hold of a key and made the switch, right? So find that cop. Get off my back!
Joe and Pete, they're really pretty upset about this whole thing, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. But not for long. Want to go for a pony ride? You like that? Giddy up. Giddy up. Boy, you're getting heavy. And really beautiful.
I don't buy it. You mean to tell me all of a sudden one of us got a key? Or maybe the both of us got a pair of keys? Are you kidding?
No, it's Batman and Robin on a caper.
Hey, man, that's not funny.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You know, it really ain't funny, Bill. I mean, this whole mess is really a drag.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know it's a drag, then why? They think that scum Gerard got to one of us to free his creep? Because that's what they gotta be thinking. Why else, Bill? Huh? You know that too?
Wait a minute, remember me? I'm on your side. I mean, why am I even saying that?
Because you gotta say it for me. All of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, things start to happen. Things that could put Pete away, me away. Yeah, man. You gotta say it.
Are you onto anything at all, Bill?
No. Joe, listen to me. Pepper me on this thing. That's gonna work out, believe me. First thing in the morning, we're moving in on Gerard, his house, his club. Who's been going in, who's been meeting with, which cop's which cop. In the meantime, just trust me, will you? Will you trust me?
Sergeant Pepper Anderson.
Oh, can we do something for you, Sergeant? I'm Tony Belden. This is Ned Levering.
Ned, Tony, I understand you fellas have been on night duty the past couple of months.
Right.
Does your beat happen to include Club Flora?
Sure.
I'd like to ask you a few questions. Can we sit in your car for a minute?
Of course.
Hey, you better check that roast in there.
Oh, it's all right. It's not going to be ready for an hour yet.
Where's Donna?
I don't know.
Did she call?
No. Honey, are you all right?
Yeah, what do you mean? Sure.
Johnny Hess.
What do you mean it could have been Hess? Just because he got in a fight with some singer?
Outside Gerard's club, and Gerard watched it until our boys stopped it. Bill, I don't like it any better than you, but we gotta check it out.
They filed an incident report on it?
They filed it with copies, put it on Captain Mendoza's desk the next morning. And when I checked with him, he never saw it. And there was no copy of any incident report in Hess's package.
Sergeant Crowley. Yeah, just a minute. I'm gonna check in with Peters. This for you.
Sergeant Anderson.
This girl, you know, she wanted me to phone you.
What girl? Who is this?
Well, my name would mean nothing, but her name's Trudy Moss. Do you know her?
Yes, I know her.
Well, I'm kind of a good Samaritan when it comes to something like this. I mean, I seen her in a culvert, hurt. I mean, badly beaten, you know?
Where is she?
Sergeant Anderson?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Where is she?
She's right under the bridge there, but
Down there?
Yeah, but I didn't have nothing to do. I just reported
Okay,
it.
just wait here for the ambulance.
Wait here?
Wait right here.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, Sergeant.
Trudy, what happened? Oh my God, your face.
Gerard. They caught me trying to call you. They don't like people who talk to cops, and so they worked me over as a reminder.
An ambulance is on the way.
No, I just want to talk to you, to tell you.
Tell me what?
Don't give up on the GA, on my guy. Promise me, please.
All right, I promise. I also promise to get you to a hospital.
See the girl on this cover? That's Donna Hess.
So what?
You two work together. She sang in your group.
Look, what do you want from me?
I want to know why you and her old man fought. I want to know what she had to do with it.
She didn't have anything to do with it. Now, are you going to get out of here and leave me alone? This isn't Los Angeles. I don't have to talk to you.
What happens if you talk to me, Boyer? Does Gerard find you another job someplace?
He doesn't have anything to do with it.
Listen, Boyer, I think I better explain the facts of life to you. When I get to the bottom of this, and I will, I guarantee you that Gerard is going to be sore. He's going to be real sore. And between now and the time it takes me to shove him in jail, he's going to order a little action through his local connections here. Now, I would suggest to you, unless you want to end up as a hot dog, that you get your tail out of here as fast and as far as you can. I mean, if I were you, I'd start looking for me someplace nice and safe to sing. Like Guam, maybe.
Pick a card.
I got lousy food in Vegas.
Oh, you ate in the bus station again.
She got a line on Donna Hess.
She's not around today.
What does that mean? She's not around today?
If you lost at blackjack, don't take
Come
it
on,
out
Pep.
on me.
Come on, I had a lousy flight. What does it mean?
She's working with the church group. They took a bunch of kids to San Diego, the zoo. She won't be back till later. I can't help it.
You think you can tear yourself away from her? You got some work to do.
Wait. Wait for me. This is the part I hate, Bill.
Yeah, I know.
Something's really wrong, Pepper. Since I came back from the hospital, John, he's like a different person. He's drinking too much, not eating right. He spends half the evening just sitting, staring at the TV. Then he goes off to bed. I began to think it was all my fault. You know, after an operation like mine, with all the tension, all the bills, people tend to pull away from you. God forgive me, I began to think I was spoiling everything. Well, like last Saturday, it was a beautiful day, remember? So I said to John, why don't we take a drive up to the cabin? He built it all by himself. It's up on Rainbow Beach. Anyway, he said, no, it's too long. So I said, well, why don't you go by yourself? I guess I pushed him. He finally said, I don't want to see the damn cabin. Not anymore. So I said, well, why don't you sell it? He said, it's not for sale. There have been so many days like that. Oh, Pepper, I'm so confused.
There's a cabin, Rainbow Beach. I think we should go take a look.
See if one of them's open.
Bill, what is it? My God, it's a baby.
That station down the road, why don't you go phone in?
Right.
Out of order, miss.
You got a phone in the office?
Where are you calling to?
The city?
Boss wouldn't like that.
Well, I'm a police officer. I can't get through on my car radio.
This place is really crawling with cops today.
Yeah?
Trooper out of flat. Lieutenant Hess was just here. Filled up his tank and then he shot out like a rocket.
Towards his cabin?
No, the other way, towards the beach on the bluff.
Hey, thanks.
Sure.
John?
Pepper, what are you doing here?
I could ask that.
You thought I was gonna jump?
What would you think in my place?
Pepperpot, I may not be such a good cop, but I'm still a good Catholic. Suicide's not in my book. I kind of came up here to sort some things out.
And?
Donna wanted to get an abortion. But the doctor told her she was too far gone. So she called me. I told her that I thought the boy would marry her, you know, I mean in my day, so she said he wouldn't. And I told her I would handle it. I'd fix it. And as long as we had to be careful not to tell the mother, you know, Rose was so sick, she was... Oh, Billy, you know that. Anyway, there's a little clinic down the beach that I brought her to, and I had her checked, and she was supposed to be gone for a couple of months singing with the group, huh? Well, she was here. She stayed here the whole time. I visited her. And then one day, she went into labor, you know. She had the... She had the baby prematurely. She called this guy on the phone. She begged him to come over here, and he said he wanted her to leave him alone. So then she called me. When I got down here, she was unconscious, laying on the floor. The baby was dead. When she came out of it, she was afraid.
Afraid of what, John?
She was afraid that she'd killed a baby and that somehow she'd dropped it on purpose. I said, you have to think of yourself now and your mother. We buried the little girl. A couple of nights later, I found Sonny Boyer. I got him.
Gerard found out about it, and why? And later he used it, blackmailing you, right?
He said it was simple, you know, just break down the piece, switch barrels. I couldn't believe he'd call me that. And then he said he was gonna phone Rose and tell her all about it, you see. He said he'd telegram her every day. He'd remind her what happened, you know? That'd kill her. I did it.
Okay, John, it's done. You had a choice to make, so you crawled into bed with some crooks. Let me tell you something, John. You're still a cop. And damn it, your first obligation is to help us put these guys behind bars. Now, you've hung 3 good men out to dry. It's time you climbed down out of that bed and squared yourself away with them. Now, come on, what do you say?
Yeah?
John, whatever is going to happen will happen. But no one is going to condemn a man for protecting the people he loves. Nobody.
Let's go.
Look, I'll follow you down, man.
I think Pep better ride with you.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
All right. Come on, Pep. Let's go.
Bill, he's not behind us. Where'd he go?
He went to get Lou Gerard. $12Y50 to $12Y90 in all units. Request backup units at Lou Gerard's Club Flora.
Hello, Lieutenant. Sorry, but the bar's closed this time of the afternoon. What are you doing here? You did a job, and you did it real fine.
Made you happy too, huh, Gerard?
Very happy.
I'm sorry about that. I've had to change your heart. I got one last man to book, Gerard. And it's you. Get up.
Book me? On what? On getting you to do what you did?
I said, let's go. Now get your hands behind your back.
Please drop that gun easy and get your hands on top of your head.
So that's what I have to tell the judge and the jury. And help them put Gerard away and Lane.
Oh, of course.
Of course. You know what happens to me.
I'm what happens to you. Like always.
Daddy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Toots, no. Come on. Forget it now. You're the one who went through real hell.
Hey, I feel like eating Chinese. You feel like eating Chinese?
Great idea.
Look what I found holed up in a health food store.
Anybody home? Hello.
Oh, welcome back aboard.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back.
Great to have you back.
Where are you?
Me? Thank
Listen, I just got some more good news about Donna Hess. The coroner's preliminary report indicates that the baby suffered no fractures or spinal misalignment and probably died of natural causes. Isn't that terrific?
Thank God.
Miss Bingham back?
No, but he's due back any minute.
Well, hello, group.
Oh!
Hey, look what the cat drug in. Hey, how's it going, man?
All right.
Oh, I brought him into you personally, just to make sure he gets out of the house.
Yeah, they tired of me playing Sherlock Holmes with the TV.
Welcome back, Joe. How are the kids?
Driving the babysitter bananas.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah?
now that you're a rich man again, I guess I can go out and do myself some heavy shopping, huh?
Look, be comfortable with that dollar.
My men are going to collect your valuables. Drop everything in the bags.
If you don't pack it in and get out of here in the next 3 minutes, your two lady friends will have to carry you out in a bag.
Well, you'll talk to them or you'll sit in jail till you do.
If I testify before that grand jury, I'm a dead man.
Send Mr. Proctor's car up right away, please.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Mr. Proctor. Hope you had a nice evening. Your car will be right up.
Double or nothing.
You got it.
Call.
Heads. It's mine.
Okay, baby. Where do you want to go now?
Anywhere? How about Rio?
Sure.
Then London.
Sure. You know, somebody told you I was made of money.
Money, money, money. And anything else that's nice.
listen to Mr. Angelo. Mr. Angelo wanted to help you.
$290 out of a possible $300, Pepper. Not bad for a lady cop.
Thanks, I try.
Crowley, you should really work on your shooting. I threw in a few points so you don't have to shoot again. But man, I hate to be your partner. You're terrible.
Don't feel bad, Bill.
Lose it.
Listen, I'll buy you lunch after the meeting. That'll cheer you up.
I know it'll cheer you up.
Come in. Pepper, Crowley. You know Captain Miller from Advice.
Hey, Jack.
Hi.
How's it going?
Sit down. Jack, why don't you give him some idea of what's been happening?
Okay. Last night, one of our big-time gamblers was blown up on the street. A man named Ralph Proctor.
Yeah, we know. That's the third hood to be shot up or worse in the last 3 weeks, isn't it?
And good riddance.
Well, so far, robbery homicide has not turned up a single lead.
And intelligence has developed information that someone having eyes for taking over all the vice activities in this town. Gambling, prostitution, porno, everything. We've been getting bits and pieces of information about muscle being applied on some of our crime figures. But what we really need out there is our own set of eyes.
I can feel it coming.
I want Pepper to go out on the street alone.
Alone?
Well, with one of Advice's informants, of course.
But why does she have to go out alone? What do you want me and my squad to do?
You'll be doing follow-up work. Anything Pepper turns up will be yours.
I don't like her out on the street.
Crowley, she's got to go out alone. Just Pepper and the snitch. I don't want this thing blowing up before it even gets started. Now, any questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
What?
I want to know about this informant. Who is it? How reliable?
Oh, very reliable, Bill. She's an ex-madam who's been working with us for about 3 years. We call her the Black Widow.
Linda? Pepper? Right. They said you was pretty.
They said the same about you.
Hop in.
I like your outfit.
Thank you. Same here.
Thank you.
So much for amenities. Oh, one question before we get going, because you never know where we might end up. I hope you left all your ID home.
I got nothing on me but my money and my favorite perfume.
I've been going through all these reports. And in every single one of these 3 killings, the suspect has been described as a male Caucasian, 30-ish, blonde, 6'2", 180 pounds, good looking. Yet none of the witnesses feel they'd be able to recognize the man again.
Well, street fear can cause amnesia.
Sergeant Crowley, can I help you?
Sergeant, this is Susan Jeffries. I'm at the airport. My plane leaves in 20 minutes.
What can I do for you?
It's what I can do for you. The man who shot Ralph, he did say something.
What'd he say?
He mentioned the name Mr. Angelo. That's all I remember, but I did want to tell you before I left. By the way, Sergeant, forget I called.
That was the girl. Calling from the airport. She said before the killer fired, he mentioned the name of Mr. Angelo.
You mean Vito Angelo? He's been in a joint 15 years.
Yeah, but he's about due for parole. It sure fits his M.O. Murder, extortion. This guy's a real old-time godfather.
now, this place should be crawling with ladies. Vice has either had a roundup or there's trouble right here in River City.
Let's take a booth and stop the rush.
Don't let it come as a surprise to either of us. The stampede, that is. Comfy? I love it. Hey, Linda. Hey, darling. Where have you been? Where have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. San Francisco. Say, what's happening? Where is everybody? Lots of tricks, no chicks. Don't know. What'll you have? Brandy and soda. Yeah, I have the same thing. Okay, I'll be right back if I can squeeze through these animals.
Right.
Heads up.
You girls realized you could be sitting on $1 million? In fact, I think you are.
Oh, seriously, we're geologists. And I think we have discovered oil. May we join you?
Well, okay, but we're here for only one drink.
Good.
My coat.
Oh. Boy, you're really built for a girl. You like sports?
Sure.
Boy, do you ever have a way with words. Just makes me feel like I'm right back home in Bowlegs, Oklahoma.
Thanks.
My name's Doug. My friend here is Jeff. And we are happy to be sharing your booth.
Hi, Doug. Jeff.
Well, I'm Linda, and this here's Pepper.
Hey, this place has been like a morgue till you two walked in. Where's all the ladies?
You tell us. We just came in for a drink.
Well, don't get the wrong idea. Everybody in town knows this is the kind of a place where girls come and guys...
We understand, but you got this situation wrong. You see, we're just here waiting for our husbands. It's very close to their offices.
Oh, I should have known anybody as good as you would be married. We'll just go back to the piano bar.
Bye.
Hey, you still in the oil business?
Sure.
See the brunette over there? They tell us she's a real gusher.
Thanks.
Oh, hi, Linda. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest. Margot Blake, this is Pepper Turner.
Hi. I've seen your sister Lana. You new in town?
San Francisco. Here to see my brother.
Say, Margot, what is going on? This place is like a morgue.
Everybody's staying home, I guess. The word I get is, you know Ralph Proctor?
Right.
The high roller? He got blown away the other night in front of the bar. They say that Proctor refused to join the company, which the way I get it is a group that's buying up everything in town. My old man joined, a kind of or else situation, so I guess I'm safe.
Who runs the company?
Some old syndicate boss is all my old man said. Oh, listen, I gotta make it. One of my regular tricks just walked in. See you guys later. I gotta get hustling. Inflation's eating up my profits.
What a great gook.
She's marvelous.
You feeling lucky?
A girl makes her own luck.
How about a little gambling? We could split our winnings.
Okay, mine's off the top.
You're on.
Oh, hey, what about our drinks?
Oh, just leave her a tenner.
$10? Crowley's not gonna like that.
evening, Cedric.
Hello, Linda. How are you?
Just fine.
That's good.
Busy night.
Yep. Good evening. May I see your purse?
Oh, sure.
Hate to come here in a cab.
Good luck and have a nice evening.
Thank you.
I've heard about places like this. They do exist.
Oh. Makes me feel lucky. This is a big operation. Who runs it?
Oh, some cat named Linda. Very big in the horse racing business. $10 is the minimum bid.
What's the top?
Darling is whatever you got, but don't expect to come out ahead in this drawing. It doesn't happen.
Try not to blow it all, he says. At these stakes, it's not going to be easy. Since it's their money, let's try our luck.
You only live once.
Against the wall. Come on, come on, let's
Did
go.
you know it? I hit a 7 and they stick up the joint.
Okay, now. My men are going to collect your valuables. Drop everything in the bags. Easy, but hurry. And nobody gets hurt. Come on.
If you'd have waited 10 minutes, I'd be rich.
High rolling broad, you sure don't have much bread. Here, have breakfast on me.
Oh, thanks a lot, chum.
You have to tell everybody.
Come on, come on, come on, let's go, let's go. In there, put it in there now. Come on. Let's go, let's go. In the bag, that's it. That's the necklace too, please. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's make it fast, right there. Okay, in the little white baggie. All of it, that's good. Please.
Okay, let's move it. Thank you all for your generosity. And you dealers, he suggests you find employment elsewhere. Good night.
Mr. Bender, I'm Sergeant Crowley of the police department. Would like to talk to you, please.
I had some cops this morning. Don't you guys talk to each other?
Well, we just have a couple of questions we'd like to ask you. May we come in?
Possible to keep you out?
Thank you. These are investigators Royster and Stiles.
Delighted. Have a seat.
Thanks. That's a beautiful place you got here. Sure is.
You, keep your feet off the furniture. Is that really a cop?
Pete? Well, that's what the crooks tell me.
Look, it was about the game the other night. That was strictly a charity affair, no profit. Everything to charity, no money really changes hands.
We understand that. How much did they take you for?
Not a dime.
Is that right? Well, we must be getting bad information because we heard it was more like 30,000. How about all that legal gambling equipment?
Don't do that.
Do what?
That belonged to an old Vegas friend, passed away last year, so I've been using it for some of my charity affairs.
Tell us about Vito Angelo.
Never met the man.
That's very interesting. The word we got is that he was responsible for taking your game, besides running you out of business.
Where'd you hear a crazy thing like that? I haven't heard his name in years.
Well, you heard it the other night.
You're crazy.
It's no good, Bender. We had an undercover investigator in your game. When it was hit, he was right there. He heard everything. Saw it all.
Impossible. We screen everyone.
For a charity event, huh? Well, that seems a little bit weird to me.
You guys have anything to say to me, do it through my attorneys. I'm sick and tired of talking to you cops. Now get the hell out.
Listen, Slick, you let me tell you something. We're about an inch from subpoenaing your butt before the grand jury. Now, I guarantee you, you'll talk to them or you'll sit in jail till you do. Now, I make you that promise. And I usually keep my promises, don't I, Pete?
Absolutely.
If I testify before that grand jury, I'm a dead man. You understand where my head's at? Forget it. I don't know nothing. Now get out.
Let's go. You're in a lot of trouble, Bender. You'll be hearing from me.
He sure is an early bird, ain't he?
12Y51, we're moving. Bender's headed downtown.
12Y50. Roger, we're on our way to meet the friendly. We'll join you as soon as we can.
This town is jumping. There's all kinds of talk on the street.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Okay. Vito Angelo is getting out in 2 weeks, and his people are trying to put his whole organization back together. Nobody operates without his blessing. Everybody belongs to the company.
Uh-huh, but what about Bender?
Okay, that's all over the town, too. His game. Now, everybody in town knows that Angelo's people took the game, but Bender's gonna open up again Friday night.
So what about protection?
Bender's a big man. He ain't gonna play ball in Angelo's ballpark. No way.
Well, Linda, Bender's ball-playing days are just about over. Next week, the grand jury's planning on indicting him. Gambling and conspiracy violations.
Ooh, the man does have problems. The law on one side and Angelo on the other. He's got to fight them off to stay in business, and darlings, that's gonna be harder to do than fight the cops and the courts.
Say, listen, Linda, I tell you what I want you to do. Find out where Bender's moving his game to. Maybe this time we'll take it.
If you do, will you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's that?
Pick up your winnings from the other night. Sure could use the deuce.
Well, it's about time.
Hey, what's he up to?
He's in the building. Went to an office, one Vincent Phillips.
Well, I gotta hand it to him. He's picked the most expensive criminal attorney in town.
With all the ethics of a snake.
Yeah, he's been in there almost about 3 hours now.
It just shows you how time flies when you're having fun.
With a little help from my friends.
Listen, surveillance is gonna pick up Bender at 6 o'clock. You guys get relieved. Why don't you join us over at Benny's? Pep's gonna buy us all a couple of beers.
Now, how did I guess that's just what you were going to say?
Hello, William. Pep.
What's happening?
Well, that turkey sure leads an exciting life, I want to tell you. As soon as he split from Phillips's office, he went right back to his apartment.
Did he spot you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he was expecting a tail. Oh, by the way, some chick showed up just before we left.
Some chick, I'll say. Made me want to go out and play my best music.
It's probably the cleaning lady.
Hey, Bill?
Yeah.
Telephone. Thought I'd bring a round over while I was at it. Save a trip.
Yeah, lots of luck. Get Crowley to pay for it.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Yeah, it's Patterson. from surveillance. Just tailed Bender over to the warehouse on the east side.
Oh, maybe the location of his new game. Think Linda was right?
Could be. What's your drink up? We're going surveillance at 6 a.m.
Yeah, but we just got here.
You want some more coffee?
I am all coffeeed up. Do you know where?
Heads up over there. He's on his way out.
Roger. We got him. To her face. I think you knew they were going to waste Bender.
Sergeant Anderson, I think you're out of line.
I'm not out of line if I tell you what I think,
All right,
honestly.
that's enough.
Look, Miss Linda, Black Widow, whatever they call you, I've seen how you handle these people. You know more than you let on.
Now, you listen, darling, and you listen good.
All right, you listen. Why don't
No,
you
just
cool it?
wait a minute.
Cool it,
Just wait a minute. Yeah, I'm out on the streets. But like my grandmother used to say, you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't feel the wind for the breeze.
My grandmother says you let us down. We weren't supposed to let Bender get wasted, right, Bill?
Right.
All right, she could have warned us.
I would have if I had known.
Well, you knew.
Hey,
knew
knock
that
it off,
night-
both of you. Knock it off, will you? You're in a police building. You're not backstage at Union Burlington. Now shut up, both of you. Come on, sit down.
Bill?
What? What? It's okay, go ahead.
SID didn't have much to say. That the bomb was rigged to the speedometer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And your hunch on Phillips was right. Same Vincent Phillips who was almost disbarred 5 years ago.
And suspected jury tampering. And he's Vito Angelo's attorney handling his parole. And his client, Mr. Angelo, has done just about everything. Born in Sicily, and his folks moved to Chicago, where he became involved in the crime scene in the early 30s. He then split here in the 50s. He had a lock on just about everything until they shipped him to the joint.
Has he got any family now?
His wife died 2 years ago. Son living in Hartford, Connecticut, with a wife and 2 kids. They changed their name and they're clean.
And parole coming up, huh?
Yeah.
Linda,
Yeah?
I want you to start thinking. See if you can come up with some names of places for me.
I don't know, Bill. This scam better work. I had to borrow every vice officer in town to pull it off.
Yeah, well, Linda's on. We picked the right place. It'll work. What do we got here? This could be our man.
was at the dice joint the other night.
Make yourself to home.
Are you taking action?
Action? What kind of action?
$500 bet.
On what?
On you. If you don't pack it in and get out of here in the next 3 minutes, your two lady friends will have to carry you out in a bag.
Giving any odds?
You won't need any.
I don't think he likes us.
He used to call us ladies.
Look, Mr. What did you say your name was?
Smith.
Mr. Smith, we're only little people, you know what I mean? I mean, I have a boss who tells me where to go and what kind of action to take. It's that simple. Now, if you want me to split, far out, you know, but somebody else is going to be here tomorrow. Just as sure as there's smog in L.A.
Well, how do I get in touch with your boss?
Now, you just call this number. It's a service. I wouldn't take that. You see, I'll make you a bet. If you take this, you're gonna end up with a big hole right in the middle of your belly button. You dig where I'm coming from, Mr. Smith?
Oh, darling.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
DMV on the car comes back Frankie Benson on Ridgecrest Drive.
And?
Frankie Benson just released from prison. Same joint Vito Angelo's in. Served 5 years for armed robbery. And for dessert, his parole record indicates that Vincent Phillips is also his attorney.
That's pretty heavy. Yeah, hi, this is Mr. Marsh. You got any messages for me? Is that right? Yeah? Okay, listen, when he calls back, you give him this message for me. Tell him I'll make the meet. No, sweetheart, M-double-E-T. That's it. Thanks.
Mr. Smith?
Mm-hmm. Who called and said that he'd like to arrange a little business meeting with me. Sunday morning at 11 o'clock.
The dark suit. He was calling the shots when they hit the casino.
My boss, Mr. Marsh.
Mr. Marsh, Mr. DeRoma. Pleasure.
Yeah.
I understand from Frankie here that you have a few, maybe more than a few, handbooks operating around town.
That's possible.
Well, some of my friends have, let's say, joined together to form what we call a company. It's as good a word as any, right?
It's as good as any, I guess.
Now, this company has franchises available for the smart investor who plans to stay in business, make a pretty good profit, and live long enough to enjoy it all. Now, what we're doing here is offering you one of our exclusives.
How much is it going to cost me? And what do I get in return for my investment?
Hey, no investment.
we'd get 60% of your action, you stay in business. Oh, plus free bookkeeping service. That way we know you're not, how do you say it? Cheating the company.
All right, okay, now let's see if I got it in my mind. If I choose not to join your company.
Hey, you can't be responsible. I mean, you're liable to meet with a terrible accident. Understood?
Oh, yeah, I think I got that. Yeah, I think my partner and I have heard enough. What do you say, partner?
More than enough, Sergeant.
Yeah, you're under arrest.
Get up. All right. I've got one of your cops here. Anybody gets in my way, he's had it.
Sergeant Crowley, thanks for saving my neck.
You get it?
You know, I never could have made a shot like that. How long you been shooting expert?
He's been a sharpshooter now for a long time.
Look, you want some coffee?
No.
Benson, I've tried to explain to you.
Maybe he doesn't understand, Bill.
Maybe you don't understand. I'm interested in your boss, the guy that calls the shots.
So you're interested, so go find him if you can. Leave me alone.
You can help yourself, and you know it. Now, you're way down here somewhere. We're after the man on top, and you know that. You're headed right back to prison. Conspiracy to commit murder and extortion.
What can you do for me?
Bill?
Yeah.
Pep? Can I see a minute? Vincent Phillips.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Has my client been informed of his constitutional rights yet, Sergeant?
You can take odds on it, Counselor.
Then why are you still interrogating him? Now, what kind of dumb cops are you?
Oh, dumb. Very dumb. You must have a third nostril that helps you smell out extra dumb cops.
I want to see my client. Now.
Be my guest.
Third nostril. I like that.
I don't like any of this. Benson was ready.
Yeah, well, hang in there, Pep. If you don't lock him up, I'll turn in my hat.
I've talked to my client. He has nothing to say. He's ready to be booked.
Get him booked. And then get them both the hell out of here.
Oh, one more thing. My client wishes to remain silent. If you attempt to interrogate him any further, I'll move for a...
I think it's time we made that little trip.
Isabella.
How do you do, Mr. Angelo? I'm Sergeant Anderson.
The beautiful lady cop. I've heard about you. Good things. Even from some of the guys in here.
That's very flattering. You want to sit down?
Mr. Angelo, I'm Sergeant Crowley.
Crowley, they talk about you too.
Only not so good, huh?
Oh, not that bad. The Italian cop with the Irish name.
Yeah, well, I really only part Italian. I had an Italian grandmother.
Better than nothing, huh? Well, what can I do for the cops? Me, Vito Angelo.
There have been several killings in the city recently, gangland style, and your name's been linked to them.
My name. Look at me. The body, the eyes, glaucoma. I can hardly see no more. I'm sick. I'm old. All I got left is my name.
Mr. Angelo, are you saying you know nothing about this?
I didn't say that. The walls talk here. With word from the outside, it comes through the concrete, the bricks loud. The walls, they've told me about this. Hey, Angelo, they're using your name.
Do you have any idea who's behind it?
No, I'm like you. But I'd like to find out. You don't trust me, do you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then tell them here to let me make a phone call tonight. I'll get in touch with somebody who can help.
We'd appreciate that.
And I appreciate the visit. You know, it's cold here all the time. And it's dark. Every day gets a little darker. But your visit is like a little ray of sunshine in this lousy hell. Part Italian, huh?
Sì.
Dimmi, tu hai leggiuto Dante? Have you ever read Dante Alighieri?
Certo, da ragazzo.
Sometimes I sit and I try to remember from La Commedia the words over the gate to hell. You know them? The words.
È stato lungo tempo.
Please tell me. I try so hard to remember.
Per me si va nella città dolente.
Per me si va nella città dolente. Through me one passes into the city of pain.
Per me si va nell'eterno dolore.
Through me one passes into the eternal sorrow.
Per me si va tra la perduta gente.
Through me one passes. Come si dice in inglese giusto?
Among the lost souls.
Tra la perduta gente. Among the lost souls. You know, if I was only 60 years old, even 65.
Thank you, Mr. Angelo.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Sergeant Crowley?
Yeah.
I'm John. Mr. Angelo's friend.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Joe Stiles, P. Western.
Can we get you anything?
No, thank you. I just want to say what I've got to say and get out of here.
A little uncomfortable around cops.
Yeah, you could say that. Look, Sergeant, I'm from out of state, see, so I have no interest in this area whatsoever, with just the one exception. I'm very interested in helping you clear Mr. Angelo's name.
Yeah, well, we're very interested in solving some of these crimes and catching the man at the top.
Yeah, I understand that. And I think we can solve both problems at the same time.
Where do we start?
Well, you don't. I do. Now, tomorrow morning, you put a tail on me. I'll be talking to some businessmen, and this may take some time. But when you see me talking to a man and I loosen my tie and take off my coat, that's it. He's your man. Omerta.
Oh, what does that mean?
Omerta, that's the code of silence, so don't do it silently.
This isn't some kind of a setup, is it?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
What he means is, how do we know Mr. Angelo isn't interested in heading up the company after all? I mean, he's old, but he's not senile.
Yeah, cop, if you really believe that, then I guess I'm just wasting my time here.
Well, I tell you, looks like we're gonna have to play along with you. Because right now, you got the best game in town.
I'll be in front of my hotel at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's a Hotel Barton.
Sergeant Crowley, can I help you?
All right, listen and don't ask any questions here. If you stay with your man for the next few hours, I think you're going to make your case. I got word to him that the feds are moving in on him tomorrow, so he's going to be transferring his records. And that's records of everything. All the people he's ever muscled out, the pimps, prostitutes, the gamblers. His O sheets, as I said, you'll have everything. Now, you can consider this a gift to you from Mr. Angelo. Ciao.
box, Counsel.
What the hell is this? What do you want?
I want the box.
Still, you won't get your wrist broken.
Get him out of here before I kill him! Hey, Pete! You sure tell the counselor about his constitutional rights.
Absolutely.
Bill, I think we got the most important stuff right here.
Why don't we just book him for littering?
My sister is missing. Please help me find her.
What do you blind, stupid public servants know or care
Well, I
about
tell you,
the
this
truth?
particular blind, stupid public servant is the one who decides whether or not to book you.
Glenna Burns is a mute. She's different from us in only one way, Mr. Lord. She can't speak.
I want an ambulance sent to 102 Crestview and make it quick.
Look, I did not touch her. I do not know where she was staying.
Operator, I'm telling you, she would never leave the phone off the hook.
Southern Airlines announces the departure of Flight 19 for Dallas, Atlanta, and Miami at Gate 1. All passengers, Southern Airlines Flight 19, the plane is now ready for boarding at Gate 1. Miss Sears of the Jolly Old Tour Group urgently requests all members report to her in the Lanai Lounge. Thank you.
Where to, miss? No speaking English, huh? Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I understand. You want me to wait, but I gotta keep the old clock ticking now, huh?
Yes? Glenna? Well, of course. I'd recognize you anywhere. How nice to see you. Come on in. Let's go in the den. This way, Glenna. Certainly nice to meet you after all these years. I don't know. She left 6 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since. I'm sorry. I don't understand it, dude. I'm certainly glad you came. Things had gotten to the point where I was going to call you, send you a telegram, find out what you'd heard, if you knew anything at all. See the police about what? Oh, no. You don't report a disappearance unless you suspect foul play, and with Beth, it wasn't that. Well, look, you must have known she wrote you all the time. I mean, our marriage was not... Look, she was emotionally disturbed. Now, she threatened to leave many times, and one night, all of a sudden, like that, she was gone. But she'll be back, I know, Beth. Now, don't worry. Look, maybe you'd like to stay here, and we can try to work this out together. Look, I know it's not the Taj Mahal, but it's surely more comfortable than a hotel room.
Julian! Julie! Darling, I've just been... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had a guest.
This is my secretary, Irene Wilson. She...
Julian, was that her sister?
It sure was.
Tell Crowley I got his message. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm on my way to Lieutenant Berrien's office now. John?
Hi, Pat. Come on in.
Hello.
This is the young lady I was telling Crowley about. Miss Glenna Burns.
Hi.
This is Sergeant Anderson.
Well, I guess you've had a long trip. Canada, was it?
It was Nova Scotia. I also told her you used to work for me.
Oh, a slave driver, this one. I had to get out.
Oh, well, listen, I've changed my ways and my whip. Do you want to transfer back?
Oh, first show me your new whip.
I've also told her that you can read hands.
Well, I'm a little rough at it. Well, how can we help you, Glenna? My sister is missing. I haven't heard from her in 6 days. Weeks. Oh, she hasn't heard from her in 6 weeks. She's very worried. This is my sister when she visited my aunt and me 3 years ago. These are letters which she wrote to me since that visit. I feel it's very urgent. Oh, if she feels it's very important, we read them, all right?
Does your sister live here, Miss Burns? Does she work here? Is she married?
Married. Have you been in touch with her husband? She just left him. He has no idea where she might have gone? He says no. I see. Please help me find her. She wants us to help her find her. Well...
Pep, you really did well. Thanks a lot.
Oh.
Look, I'm due at a briefing, so why don't you two just get acquainted, pour yourselves a cup of coffee, and I'd really appreciate it if you could drop Miss Burns off at the hotel on your way back.
Well, I was about to suggest that, but Glenna, etched in my memory forever is the rotten coffee in this office. So goodbye, John.
How nice. You remembered.
Hey, Frosty, you're a little late.
I'm a little sorry. Very little.
Yeah, but I got to get the truck back to the garage. Hey, hold it. Your old man, he been to the baker's?
He went. Still warm. Nice. Very nice. Huh?
Yeah, very nice. Hey, what are you doing?
Well, at these prices, Gus, I think I better check some of the pelt numbers. Just see what kind of merchandise you got.
Hey, you know, Frosty, I've been thinking about us a lot.
What about us a lot?
Mexico? You know, I'm having a little time off soon, and what do you say we take a little trip, huh?
Well, see, I'm on a diet, and I'm afraid I'll eat too much of that food. I love those tacos.
Who's going to be eating all day? Cuernavaca. I got a friend down there in Cuernavaca. He's got a villa. It's his own. He says we can have it. You ever see one of those villas?
I saw the movie. I loved Wallace Beery.
Yeah, me too. I like that picture. That was a good picture.
It's good stuff, Gus. Real good. Okay. All right, here you go. 23,000, just like you said. Now, how about if we start transferring the dry cleaning?
There's 35 coats in there.
So?
Well, you ain't gonna get them all in that little job over there.
I know, Gus, I know. That's why I've got some help. Nothing to worry about. They're all kin to my old man. They're right over there. You want to call them? Call them over, Gus.
Okay, Gus, police department, let's go.
Sorry about Cuernavaca, Gus.
Well, I don't think it'll be going too far down a dead-end street.
All right, which one of you guys want to chase him?
Joe?
Heads.
I knew it.
2 heads.
Yeah, well, it's better than none, buddy.
Oh, come on, Gus. Don't shoot, don't shoot. Shoot? What do you mean shoot? Come on. Get out of there and slip into these and we'll all go home early. Come on.
This one's Glenna, and that's her sister, Elizabeth. She refers to her as Beth.
Nova Scotia?
Not actually Nova Scotia. It's a little island off the coast called Albin. They were both brought up by their aunt, a Mrs. Mitchell. From what I can gather, she owns the island. Definitely not poor folk.
Have you had a chance to read the letters yet?
Half of them so far. Who's got the mustard?
Use the duck sauce. It's better. What'd you get from the letters?
A lot. About the husband. Beth was suspicious that he was having an affair with a girl named Irene.
What else does he do?
He's an architect builder. Beth was obviously very much in love with him, but no indication she planned to leave him.
His sister's very pretty. Was she born mute?
No. When she was about 4 years old, they found a growth in her throat. They operated, but...
She got a scar. It was right along here.
Yeah. Bill, do you mind if I stay on the case a few more days?
Okay. But I tell you, I want you back on this patroning case as soon as possible.
No, I was not at any hotel last night.
Mr. Lord informed me that he was home last night, asleep.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
This Irene Wilson.
This Irene Wilson happens to be my secretarial assistant and not, as you seem to be implying, my mistress.
Oh, I see. Your secretarial assistant.
That's right.
Well, where was your secretarial assistant last night?
Away on business in San Francisco.
Sergeant, have you considered the very likely possibility that it was a burglar or some sex freak who attacked my client's sister-in-law?
Yes, we have. But when we picked her up at the hospital this morning, she said she hadn't been robbed or sexually assaulted.
Yeah, so it had to be me, huh? Right? She said she saw me.
No, she said that the room was dark and she only saw a shadow.
Mine, of course. I mean, my wife is missing and I know exactly where she is, but I don't want anybody else to know. Isn't that what you're trying to say? Look, I did not see Glenna last night. I did not touch her. I do not know where she was staying.
Would you swear to that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wish somebody would tell me what the hell is going on around here. Julian,
Yeah,
is your
Pap, you wanna
attorney.
bring him in,
I
please?
don't need an attorney to tell me what the truth is. It'll be my word against their idiotic speculations. Damnedest thing I ever saw in my life.
Come in.
Excuse me.
Hi.
This is Charlie Tedesco, Mr. Lord. He drives a cab for the city cab company. Do you recognize him? Mr. Tedesco, do you recognize this man?
Yeah, I do, Sergeant. Came to the garage last night about 8 o'clock to see me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
That it?
That's it. Thanks very much.
Okay.
You want to explain that, Mr. Lord?
What is this, some plot hatched up by my pathetic wife and her equally pathetic sister?
Glenna Burns is a mute. She's different from us in only one way, Mr. Lord. She can't speak. That does not make her pathetic.
You want to explain about the cab driver?
When Glenna left yesterday, I made a note of the license plate and the cab company. I called the garage. I found out about Mr. Tedesco. We met.
And you paid him $50.
That's right.
Why?
I wanted to know where she went. Glenna showed up at my house yesterday suddenly out of nowhere. We talked. When she left, I had the feeling she suspected me of something, was going to the police, and I wanted to talk to her before she did.
Why?
Because whatever happened between me and my wife is our own personal problem. Now, can't you people understand that?
Mr. Lord, is it true that you're under investigation right now by the Securities and Exchange Commission?
Oh, come on, will you?
All right, I'll explain that. My client and 3 partners formed a corporation. Each of them was going to put up $3 million to develop a new retirement community. Now, because of circumstances, my client couldn't produce a share of the money, but this doesn't mean he won't.
Yeah, these circumstances, do they have anything to do with the money that your wife was going to give you, only she didn't?
There is one thing I do know. I don't have to discuss that with a sergeant.
Now, Crowley, you have nothing on which to hold my client. You know that.
And you know that this is only an investigation, a search for the truth, which...
Oh, a search for the truth. Is that a joke? What do you blind, stupid public servants know or care
Well, I
about
tell you,
the
this
truth?
particular blind, stupid public servant, the one who decides whether or not to book you. You get him the hell out of here.
So is this what you people do on a slow day for your kicks?
You better get him out of here.
Damn cops.
I know what's going on here, but it's only going to complicate matters.
Couldn't care less, Frank. I'm bored of the way cops go
There's
around
no way to act.
pushing people around, saying what
Why
they want to
incur
say.
their displeasure?
I couldn't care less.
Love to have you stay with me. I'm absolutely sure if you can stand my crazy hours. Here's Miss Burns' key.
I'll fetch your bill as soon as the computer rings up the good news. Miss Burns, may I please have your credit card? And simply sign this.
Yeah, boys. Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric.
And this here is Chaucer. He was born in London, England.
He's a bloomin' beauty.
He sure is. What's your name?
That's Glenna, and I'm Pepper.
He's a show dog.
Miss Burns?
Oh, here, I'll take it.
He sure does like you, Glenna. You too, Pepper. I guess it's because you're both so pretty. We have to go now. Bye.
Well, here it is. And I went shopping yesterday, so the refrigerator is full of goodies. You can help yourself, whatever you want. I'll show you upstairs, because that's going to be your room for a while. No, it doesn't open up, but it's just as comfortable as my bed upstairs. What? Oh, no, ma'am. That's where I'm going to sleep. You're going to be one of those? You're going to be a house guest that gives me no trouble? I wish I could say the same for some of my relatives. Are you sure? All right. Excuse me. Who is it?
It's William.
William who?
Quit horsing around. Open up, let me in.
Is it the William who could have arrived a few minutes earlier to help with the heavy luggage?
No, it's the William who okays your petty cash.
Oh, hi, Bill.
You're all cop, aren't you? Hi, Glenna. How are you? Everything okay? Boy, talk about a day. You got something cold to drink?
Yeah, out here. Come on.
You want to go out on the terrace?
That's better.
Every time I come out here, I feel like Jungle Jim. Here, I'll give you a hand. Orange juice and martini glasses?
Well, when I get a raise, you get a silver chalice.
I see. Glenna, I read your sister's letters. There's only one I could find in which there was something a little cryptic.
In reference to Arcady?
Yeah. Here. It says, my dreams, Julian, everything I've had with him, the good and the bad. I have the feeling that it will all end as dreadfully as it all began so beautifully at Arcady. What is Arcady?
It's the name of a cabin that Julian built for himself and my sister after they were married. A hideaway.
Where's it located?
Near a lake.
Which lake? Did she ever say?
Once she wrote to me that it was very warm there. But she said that was very funny because... Wait a minute. Go back to... I missed it. Go back to funny. She said it was very funny because the name indicated a place very cold. Oh, Glenn, I can't remember the name.
Very cold Springs?
There's a place about 30 miles north of there, Snow Canyon.
No, Frost Lake. Frost Lake.
Is that it?
Sure, I know Mr. Lord. What about? Does he got a cabin around here? Maybe. Who wants to know? I hope he's in no trouble. He's a nice man. Nice wife. Oh? Have you seen him lately? Well, can't say I have. What can you say about the cabin? Can you tell me where it is? Yeah. Come on inside. I'll draw you a map.
Joe, come here.
What do you got?
A septic tank.
Hello.
Yes, Bill. Yes, she's here. I see. All right. They found a body. It could be Beth.
I have the feeling that it will all end as dreadfully as it all began so beautifully. At Arcady, your loving sister Elizabeth.
Thank you, Sergeant. Your Honor, I should like to present this letter written by the hand of Elizabeth Lord to the court designated Exhibit A.
You may do so, Mr. Hogan.
Now, Sergeant Crowley, would you please tell us what happened next?
Yes, we learned from Miss Burns that Arcady was the name of a cabin that Mr. Lord had built. We located the cabin, made a search, and found a body.
Would you please tell us where you found the body and the condition of that body?
Mostly bones. We found them buried in the sump of a tank, a septic tank, not far from the cabin. It's decomposed, but definitely female Caucasian.
Is there anything else you can think about in regards to the condition of that body?
Yes, sir.
What is that, please?
It was decapitated.
Decapitated?
Yes.
Anything else, Sergeant?
Yes, according to the autopsy report, there's evidence that the decomposition of the body was aided by the use of a powerful acid.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. Cross-examination?
Sergeant Crowley, as you know, this is a preliminary hearing that my client has not been found guilty of a thing. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
He has, however, been accused of the murder of his wife. Now, is there any proof, wherever it is, in that autopsy report that you just referred to, that the deceased was indeed Elizabeth Lord?
No, there isn't, but...
Just answer yes or no.
No.
Well, now, Miss Wilson, what is your occupation?
I'm presently unemployed.
But you did work as an assistant to Mr. Lord for some time now, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Now, why are you no longer employed by the accused?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is irrelevant.
I beg to differ with the distinguished counselor for the defense, Your Honor. I feel the question is important, and I intend to prove that importance.
Overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Now, why do you no longer work for the accused, Miss Wilson?
I quit.
Would you mind telling the court why?
I wasn't feeling very well. I needed a rest.
Miss Wilson, were you ever romantically involved with the accused?
Objection. I must insist that this entire line of questioning is totally irrelevant.
Overruled. I'm afraid I'll have to overrule you again, Mr. Hall.
I repeat the question. Miss Wilson, were you ever involved romantically with the accused? And I remind you, you are still under oath.
I was involved with him. Briefly.
You were having an affair with the accused. Is that correct?
Yes.
You knew he had a wife. You knew that. And yet you and he engaged in the most flagrant love affair. Is that correct?
I said yes.
I have no more questions, Your Honor.
I guess you could say I was one of Beth's closest friends.
When did you meet?
Oh, 8 or so years ago. Shortly before she and Julian were married.
Mrs. Larkin, would you tell us some of the things that you got to know about Mrs. Lord during those 8 years?
She came from a very wealthy family. Supported both herself and Julian after they were married, while he was taking postgraduate studies in architecture. Supported him spiritually during some of the hard times, until Julian finally made it.
Mrs. Larkin, did she ever discuss intimate matters with you?
Yes, she did.
When did you last see Elizabeth Lord?
We had lunch at Le Mans, a little French restaurant we used to go to. Beth looked very pale, nervous. She told me how Julian had been drinking, became violent, unreasonable at times. How he'd fired another maid and she had been busy interviewing a whole slew of women.
About the marriage. Did she talk to you about that?
She said things were bad, but that she was determined to straighten them out, if it killed her.
Thank you, Mrs. Larkin. I have no more witnesses.
Now remember, you're under oath. Did you have anything to do with the murder of your wife, Elizabeth Lord?
I did not.
Would you please repeat your answer?
No, I did not.
Did you love your wife?
Yes, I did. I do.
Despite the fact that you became involved with several other women?
Well, that was because of her.
Would you explain that, Mr. Lord?
Beth was ill, mentally, emotionally. She became increasingly difficult to live with.
So you were forced to turn to other women. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I don't say I'm proud of it or it's the right thing to do, but it's what I did. But I tried to help. I tried to get her psychiatric help. That seemed to frighten her even more. I honestly wasn't surprised when she left me or disappeared. It had nothing to do with money now. I was going to handle that part of it myself.
Thank you. No more questions.
I have just one question for you, Mr. Lord. In your line of business, do you have access to quantities of acid?
No.
Well, now, according to this purchase order, signed by you, dated May 15th of this year, you authorized the purchase of the following items for your company. 6 50-pound drums of sulfuric acid, 20 100-pound bags of lime, and 2 100-pound bags of lye.
I run a very large business. It's highly possible that one of my department heads ordered it.
That's all.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
Thank you very much. You've answered the question.
Mrs. Larkin, may I speak to you for just a minute, please?
Tomorrow, Glenna, we come back, the judge will make his decision, and that's it until the trial. I want you all to know that I shall not wait. My work is finished. I want to fly home to Alban, where there is peace, land, and water.
I tell you what, I'll buy lunch if we can all visit you one day. What does that mean?
Not a chance.
Look, since you're springing, why don't we go down to Vinny's and have a peanut butter sandwich?
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Yeah?
Hey, Pep, it's Bill. Yeah, we've run into a snag on that Petroni case. Yeah, we're at the Four Winds. Hey, you should see the ceiling here.
Oh, that place Pete's friend just opened.
Hey, Bill, your order's on the table.
Thanks. Yeah, they got a menu here with everything on it from baked aardvark to zabayone.
I'll give you a tip. Stick with the zabayone. So what else?
Hey, listen, the reason I called you. We need that new number on Petroni. You wrote it down on something, didn't you? Didn't you jot it down?
Hold on. Let me see if I got the right purse. And while I'm gone, don't eat any aardvark. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I don't know if this is the right one or not, but try 555-8373.
555-8373. Okay, I may get back to you, kid.
Try not to, kid. I'd like to make a long-distance call to Albin, Nova Scotia.
Right, I'm coming. Oh, sure. I'll get there. Mitchell residence.
Hello, may I speak to Mrs. Mitchell, please?
She's not here.
Glenna Burns. Is she there?
She died last month. Who's calling?
Do you have any idea where Beth is? Elizabeth Lord.
Mrs. Lord? In California. Well, now, look, if you'd like me to take a message, I can...
No, thank you.
Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting a body up for something like that. You're Beth. Dear God, you're Beth.
How's that, Bill?
Pat was right about the aardvark.
What do you mean?
I think you got the winner.
Who got the winner? You kidding me?
That's terrible.
Where do you think he's at now?
Who, Pete?
Petroni.
Well, I got a hunch. He's in Las Vegas. And he'll be back tomorrow the next day.
How come the hunch?
3 things. First of all, I got ESP. Secondly, I made a great deduction. And third, a friendly just told me on the telephone.
Well, then why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Bill, Hoskins wants to talk to you on the phone.
This late?
Ah.
Fred, stop by.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
the
Paul.
usual.
How you feeling?
A lot better, thanks. Oh, say, listen, Bill. I just completed my work on those bones and stuff that you brought from the tank sump. Yeah, I just thought you ought to know that all the tests indicate that the victim was Caucasian, female, between 60 and 70 years of age.
Wait a minute. About how old?
Okay, then, okay. Make it between 60 and 65, okay?
Okay, Paul, thanks. I got some interesting news for you. That body we found at Frost Lake, the lady was 65 years old.
65?
Mm-hmm.
Who could it be?
I don't know. I'm sure of one thing. It ain't Julian Lord's wife.
The face is completely different. It's so different that... Of course, plastic surgery. And the eyes, contact lenses, the hair is easy to change. Am I right? Am I right, damn you? And then something special for the neck, something you could apply when you needed it, a scar, like hers, just like your sister's. I'm right, aren't I?
What's the matter, William? The aardvark getting to you?
No, I tell you what's getting to me. Arcady's getting to me. Man, you talk about irony. Somebody decides they're gonna knock off some old lady. So they go up in the middle of nowhere to some cabin that nobody ever goes to. They dump the bones in a cesspool tank. And they cover them up. Now, what is the percentage of anybody ever digging that up? Of those bones ever being found? Huh? I mean, ironically, it hadn't been for Glenna. Listen, I'm gonna go give Pep a call.
But then you had to go through that first major test and see Julian. Would he recognize you? He didn't, did he? And so you came to me.
Yeah, operator. I have an emergency call, please, for 904-2133. Yeah, I'm getting busy. Bill Crowley.
The letters. I read them. All about your love for your Julian, but what I didn't read into them was your fear that you were losing him to another woman. So you decided to get even. To get him. Didn't you? So you called him that night to see if he was home. And he was. And you stabbed yourself. A few days later, after we found that body, you knew your plan had worked.
Operator, would you check it again, please? There's no way it could be off the hook. Yeah, Operator, I'm telling you, she would never leave the phone off the hook. Pete, Joe?
Who was she? The woman you murdered? Some poor soul who answered your ad for a maid? It's not important. We'll find out. You're sick. You're a very sick woman. You need help. Why don't you start by giving me the gun?
I want an ambulance sent to 102 Crestview and make it quick. You hear? Quick.
There you go. My gun.
Yeah.
She shot me. She's not.
She's not what?
She's not Glenna.
Hey, Bill, Pep's car's missing.
Give me that blanket, will you?
How come it never hurts when John Wayne gets shot?
Yeah.
Hello, is Mrs. Lord there?
No, she's not. Who wants to know?
This is Transcontinental Airlines. We want her to know that her flight to Toronto will be delayed at least 45 minutes.
Transcontinental Airlines announces the departure of Flight 62 for Winnipeg and Toronto at Gate 8. All passengers, Transcontinental Airlines Flight 62. Your plane is now ready for boarding at Gate 8. Flight 51, Baja Airlines, is now arriving at Gate 16. Baja Airlines, Flight 51, now arriving at Gate 16.
Hey, Joe!
California Airlines announces the arrival of Flight 103 from London, Glasgow, and Sheffield at Gate 3. Flight 103, California Airlines, now arriving at Gate 3.
Fake. Anybody call for a male nurse and 2 used pharmacists?
Oh, boy, some people really got it made.
Hey, where's the TV?
This place is driving me crazy. Did you come to spring me?
No, we came bearing gifts.
How nice. Day-old daisies.
I never promised you a rose garden.
Julian Lord sent roses. By the way, he thanks us for pursuing the truth. Isn't that nice? Joe, thank Harriet for sending the candy. But, Bill, I gotta get out of this place.
Look, Harriet thought the candy was all right, but the kids thought the popcorn was better.
Maybe they can get me out of here.
Well, here's something that might help. A little poetry by Shelley.
Berman?
Winters.
Maybe she can get me out of here. Bill,
Listen, speaking of getting out, I gotta go. I'm doing court.
All right. Well, listen, thanks. They really are nice.
They're nice because they reminded me of you.
How sweet.
I'll see you in the morning.
Can't you come by tonight?
Honey, I can't come by tonight. I got so many reports to fill out, I won't be through before... Listen, on second thought, I will come by tonight. What time do you guys close, anyway?
Bobo.
Where's Bobo?
Where is he? I already told you I don't know where he is, man, and that's the truth.
One of them took off cross country in his chopper, probably got Pepper with him as a hostage.
L'aurore di bianco vestita, già l'uscio dischiudi al gran sole.
What are you doing?
Già con le rosso sedita, carezza di fiore lo stuolo. It's breaking my heart to remember.
The women must be allowed to work any division of the department they choose.
Well, yeah, sure.
Good. Then you'll sign one and send it up, right?
If it'll help, yeah, I'll sign.
Great.
Welcome to the task force.
Mount up! My name is Officer Mateo, and I'm here to teach you how to ride that motorcycle.
Can I take it with me tonight?
It's not funny, Anderson.
Stars, I'll make you cry. And kneel before you. I pray you'll take my hand. I adore you.
Her name's Joan DeMarco. She's the daughter of a state senator. Ran off with a chopper freak about a year ago.
Know his name?
His name is Robert Olchin. He calls himself Bobo.
Joan DeMarco, where is she?
Johnny DeMarco. Oh, Marco Polo. She became a famous world traveler, so she must be traveling, you know.
These past couple of months, they've really been great. Hey. Listen to me. Somebody's watching us through the window.
Dr. Guy, please. Rick Mateo.
Is he dead?
He suffered a linear skull fracture, causing an epidural hematoma. There's bleeding between the brain and the skull itself. We had to operate to relieve the pressure to prevent severe brain damage. We'll know more if he comes out of the coma.
You think he's going to make it?
I'm sorry, Sergeant Burnett. It doesn't look like it.
I want to see him, Doctor.
Sergeant, he's
I
coming. Tell
want
us they
to,
won't be in.
please.
Right.
Far so good.
Like some fresh popcorn, okay? Thank you. You look tired.
A little bit.
Well,
Drink.
you know, I was looking at those vacation records yesterday.
Are you going to start that again?
You have not had a real vacation in 2 years.
I don't want vacation.
Yeah. You know what I think you ought to do is take one of those cruises.
I don't want to go on a cruise. Above all, I don't want a cruise, okay?
I think you ought to go on one of those cruises where you just go to an island and lie there and eat and drink, soak up the sun, and trade beads.
I don't have any beads.
No, you buy the beads there, Pep. Wear them around your neck, and when you want something, you just pop off a bead and trade for you.
What if I run out of beads?
Well, knowing you, you'll think of something.
I'm going back to the hospital.
There's nothing you can do, Pep.
If you were in the hospital, that's where I'd be.
Let's go.
Come on in, Larry. Chief, you know the gang.
Yep.
Hi, Larry, how's it going?
Coffee? How's Helen?
2 lumps and meaner than hell.
Glad to hear she hasn't changed.
Okay, Chief, what is it? In or out?
Oh, yeah, Larry, I want these 3 in on this with you. Any way they can help.
Thanks, Chief.
Thanks.
What do you got so far in the Mateo case?
Well, here's some mug shots of the Babos people. The most important evidence we've got is this right rear tire imprint on the van.
I'll take a look at this. Is that a Helden, German make?
Made in East Germany, Leipzig.
That shouldn't be too hard to trace.
Now, they imported about 400 or 500 of them. They sold mostly here on the coast.
You started checking the stores and outlets?
Yeah. We put bulletins out in the van. Now, the witness gave us a good description of the paint job on that van. It was pretty wild.
Yes, it was.
That description matches the vehicle of one Robert Olchin.
Olsham, is that the one they call Bobo?
Right. We've alerted customs, and they're checking the borders. And Sacramento sent down these mug shots.
I know this one. Arthur Lewis Jennings, second in command.
Parker. Yo. Hoffman. Yo. Thorpe. Arnold. Right here. Arnell. Yo. Yavich. Here. You get Sergeant Burnett, please.
I'm not going to be soft about it.
Yeah. Hey, Sarge. We're ready.
Now, each of you has mug shots of Olchin's followers. Any questions? Well, let's hit the streets.
Request assistance.
I don't know, we had a fight and I split. You know, you hang around with Bobo, you only do things one way, his.
You got a mind of your own, haven't you, Comet? I mean, you're a college man, 2 years in college, huh?
Well, I'm not a sheep, if that's what you mean. No, look, anybody got a light around here?
What happened to Joan DeMarco?
I don't know any Joan DeMarco.
Come on, don't lie to us, punk. She was in the van with Bobo the first time Mateo stopped him.
And the next time at Sugar Ranch, she was gone.
Then it was your old lady in the van, wasn't it, Comet? How'd that happen?
Look, Bobo says any girl runs with a pack is his, you know. Joao de Saint-Jean.
What the hell does that mean?
Lord of the Manor gets first crack at the, maidens.
Is that why you split?
Look, I already told you, I don't know anything about any Joan DeMarco.
Where's Bobo?
I told you that, too. I haven't seen him in over a week. Now, come on, somebody give me a break. Anybody got a light around here?
You never been locked up in jail, have you, Comet?
No, and you don't have anything on me, do you, pal?
We could book you for suspicion of murder.
Murder. You crazy.
It'd be kind of hard on him being locked up in jail, you know. Isn't that right, Comet? I mean, according to your service record, you were discharged because of acute claustrophobia and not a fear of being locked up in tight little places.
Look, man, the girl just disappeared. One day she was there, next day she was gone, that's all.
Where's Bobo?
Where's Bobo?
Where is he?
I already told you I don't know where he is, man, and that's the truth.
I don't believe that. Well, let's lock him up.
Lock him up.
Come on.
Now, wait a minute, man.
Come on, lock him up.
Wait a minute! Now, Ernie might know something.
Ernie who?
Ernie Morales. You know who Ernie Morales is?
Who's Ernie Morales?
You're talking about the Bikers Midnight Supply?
Yeah, that's the guy. Now, he might know something, really, man. I'm not kidding.
Where is he? Where do we find him? Where is he?
All right, let me think.
Come on, man. You're wasting that time. Come on, man.
Well, let me think. He's got a place up on Packer's Flat.
Maybe Bobo's there.
That stove's still hot. We couldn't have missed it by much.
Did you find something?
No, I was just looking at these tire tracks here.
Heldon tires?
I don't know. I can't tell. There's no tread left on the tires. I'm gonna stake this place out anyway.
Okay.
I'll give Joe a call. 12 by 50, 12 by 52. You guys got anything?
Just checked out another station. Owner said he sold out his supply of those German tires over a year ago. Warranty was no good.
Okay. Why don't you guys hang loose? We'll check with you in a few minutes.
And what I do wrong, officer?
Well, you cut off that oncoming traffic back there.
Listen, I'm sorry. You know, I know it's a dumb thing to do. I was late for a date, and I know it's dumb. I promise you, we'll do it again.
Sign here, please. Step out of the car, please. I'd like to ask you about these tires.
What's wrong with the tires?
Could you tell me where you bought this tire?
Sure, little general store near the foothills off Joshua Tree Road there. They were having a big sale, damn cheap. As a matter of fact, I bought 2 of them. Why?
Just curious. You drive careful now. Hey, Linda. How'd you like to take a ride to the country tomorrow? Near the foothills. We'll take your car. Springs are better. You know, with little Fritz do, we want the ride to be as smooth as possible. Hey, honey, how long is it going to take you to get in here? You know, I stopped a guy today who had tires on his car just like the ones on the van that got Rick. Said he bought them at a country store near the foothills. Wouldn't it be a kick if I solved this case? Me? Rookie? You haven't heard a damn word I said, have you?
Hey, got company.
Halt! Police! Come here!
Now, the energy this little lady has.
Papa, why don't you just tell us what came down, okay?
What came down? You mean like Johnny DeMarco? Oh, well, the chick with Johnny DeMarco, the chick was a dope addict. You know, she was either sniffing cocaine, always shooting it in her arm or something. If she couldn't get a fix, the chick, I didn't even see her eat it. She was a flippy broad.
I think I get the picture. She was into dope, right?
Into dope, man. This chick invented the word dope.
No,
She
that's
took
not
it-
what I asked you. I want you to tell me how she killed herself, okay?
You know, I had to get rid of the chick. You know, she became a drag. Well, I figured, you know, at the same time, maybe I could make a couple of bucks, you know, and her old man's loaded with dough. He had so much money, he'd never miss a couple of bucks. And then at the same time, he'd get his zonked-out daughter back, you know? But then, she found out about it.
She found out about it how?
How am I supposed to know how she found I don't know.
Who knew about it?
Hey, honey, come on. These people are my friends. We all ride together. We run together. I mean, Comet told her. Comet knew about it. Yeah, he's always got his thing into something, you know? Comet was the one. Maybe Comet told her, yeah?
Okay, she was high. She found out about the note. Then what happened?
Then it was she just flipped out. You know, it was that night we were up at the cliffs, you know, and all of a sudden this chick, she just flipped. She freaked out and she started screaming and she started running towards the cliff, telling me that she wanted to die. The chick wanted to die. Said she was going to commit suicide and stuff. And then she started running towards the cliff, and I grabbed her. I grabbed her by this, and I just lost her. I just lost her in the dark, and then she went over the cliff, you know, and I could hear her screaming all the way down. It was suicide. That's what it was.
All the way down, huh?
You tracking somebody down, are you?
Yes, sir, that's right.
Working on a case, huh? Well, if I could be of any help.
Well, do you mind if I copy a couple of those names and addresses down?
You just help yourself. Is it a big case, is it?
Yes, sir.
Important one, huh? Well, it shouldn't take you too long, because I haven't sold too many tires lately. Folks just, they're not driving as much, you know, with the gasoline costing so much. Folks that used to come here a couple of times a week now only come one trip.
Sir, I can't quite make this one out.
No wonder. Red Rock Lane. The customer's name's Christopher Larkin.
Sergeant Barnett? Yeah? Bill Crowley. Yeah, Bill.
Listen, polygraph just called. Now, you're not going to believe this. They had this guy on the machine for 4 hours. They said he shows truthful.
I see. All right, thanks. I'll tell the guys. Miss Ocean.
Yes, sir?
Polygraph shows truthful. He didn't kill a girl.
Dr. Guy, the charges you're talking about are that serious?
Any sexual perversion is that serious. As you know, they terminate officers who are guilty of lewd behavior, indecent exposure, child molestation. To a review board, voyeurism would fall into that category.
Well, we were definitely being watched.
You know, Rick called me that night, the night right after he left you.
The night he was hit?
Uh-huh. He made an appointment for himself and the suspect. I have the notes here. If the allegation's true, it certainly would be grounds for dismissal.
Who did he make the appointment for?
French. Officer Charles French.
Charlie, I'm going to ask you one more time. That night, the night Rick was run down, was that you outside the window, watching us?
No, I told you it wasn't me. You sure about that, French?
Charlie, Rick's a friend of yours. He was a friend of your dad's before your dad was killed. Isn't that right? Rick's a good friend. You love him.
It's my brother.
Rick's your brother?
Treat me like a brother.
Like a brother. You'd never do anything to hurt him, would you? Even though he's not here to defend himself? You wouldn't do that, would you?
No. Because... Charlie, the night he was attacked, Rick had phoned Dr. Guy, Dr. Marie Guy. You knew he'd report you. He set up an appointment about you. Now, Charlie, he said he'd seen you outside Pepper's apartment. He said you were watching them. Was he lying about that? Were you there? Did you try to stop him? Did you try to kill him?
No. I was off. I was home.
Were you?
Rick said you weren't.
Was he lying?
Was it you, Charlie? Huh?
No.
What do you know about Mateo?
Nothing! Nothing about Mateo!
My son is a good son. He is not a murderer. And he is not a pervert. I hear that Rick is improving. Is that true?
His vital signs are stable.
Thank God for that.
He's still in a coma.
Adele, about that night.
Please, not again.
We talked to Ray Dayton and his wife. They told us that they had taken you out to dinner that night to celebrate your birthday. They told us that Charlie was not with you.
Whatever did happen, we want to help.
I don't know. I don't know where he was.
Adele.
Please, just leave me alone. Isn't it bad enough that he's finished? That he's through?
Something I can help you with, officer?
Yeah, you. And you're under arrest.
Silver platter, she's not gonna buy it.
Well, Mother...
Charlie's, the sun rises and sets on him. She thinks he hung
Hi,
the
Jam.
moon. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, hi.
How you feel?
I'm all right. How you doing? How you like that? I come out of a beautiful dream, and what do I see but 3 of the ugliest faces in the department? Hey, listen. One of the nurses came in today, and they said that my mom wasn't feeling right. Is that true?
No, I called Napoli last night. Your mom's much better. She had a gallbladder attack. She's fine.
If you want to know the truth, it took about 4 hours, the way he speaks Italian, to figure out she's probably pretty good.
I gotta tell you something, kid. Your mother speaks terrible Italian.
I'm really happy she's all right.
Yeah, she's fine.
I guess you guys got the bums who put me in here.
Yeah, we got a couple of leads.
Hey, do me a favor, will you, Sarge?
What?
Don't bring him any more flowers, man.
Dr. Terry, report to pediatrics.
Looks like he's gonna be okay.
Dr. Terry.
What's the matter?
We just came from Linda Hoffman's house. Fritz is missing.
I don't know. You mentioned tires. What did he say? Do you recall exactly?
Country store.
Just a country store? He didn't say where it was?
I can't remember. Ticket. Wait. He gave somebody a ticket.
Was it a tire dealer? Did the man sell tires?
I can't remember.
Do you know where Fritz's ticket book is?
I'll get it.
See. He only wrote 8 tickets that day. Braxton. Oh.
Charlie, will you hold it? I'll be right there.
What? What did you ask me?
Did you talk to the officer about your tires on your car?
Oh, yeah, he asked me where I bought for him and why.
What did you tell him?
What's the matter? Are they hot?
No. Please, where did you buy the tires?
Well, why didn't you ask me that in the first place? A little general store off Joshua Tree Road, about 2 miles off the main highway. You know where that is?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Let me write that down. Joshua Tree Road? Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Got it. It's possible.
No, this is up in the foothills. Big Cahuenga Canyon.
Who found him?
Some kids. Boy Scouts on a hike.
We're on our way. First Battalion, now Hoffman. Think maybe somebody's got in it for the task force?
Well, where is he? I've been trying to reach him for half an hour. No, all right, no. Just give him the same message. All right, thank you. When Crowley calls, tell him where I've gone. There's the address. And keep trying to reach him and tell him to meet me there.
Okay, Pepper.
All right. Take him up.
Okay, take it easy, guys. Watch your step.
Hey, Sergeant.
Yeah?
I think we found something over there.
Listen. Crowley, over here. And see that everything goes right, will you? What do you got?
Do that tire trail we've been looking for?
Yeah. It's the same van.
Sure as hell is. Yeah, Michelle, I got some bad news. Fritz is dead. Yeah, we found his body. You'll tell Linda, right?
Of course. No, I understand.
What about Pep? Is she there?
She was, but she's gone now.
Did she say where we could reach her, Michelle?
A country store on Joshua Tree Road, 2 miles off the main highway.
Okay, thanks. You'll take care of it, right? Tell Linda.
Yes, I'll tell her.
Tell me what? Tell me what? What happened? Tell me.
Linda, it's Fritz.
No! No! No!
Joni? Joan DeMarco?
Who are you?
I'm a policewoman. We've been looking all over for your killer. We thought you'd been murdered or kidnapped.
Murdered?
You've been here all this time.
Sure. Staying with a friend. Bobo ran down that pig I split. Didn't want any blood on my hands.
Bobo swears he had nothing to do with Sergeant Mateo. We gave him a lie detector test.
You have him?
He's in custody.
That liar. But nobody could beat any machine.
Doubt that.
Does that mean he may get off? You won't burn him?
They won't burn him. You say you're, living out here with the friends. Drop it! Drop it!
Lady, I'm gonna blow your head off if you don't raise your arms high. Now, Jonah, you be a good girl and fetch me that gun. Okay, baby, bring it here.
I like to read. Do you like to read?
Yeah, I like to read.
When I was a little girl, my favorite book was Treasure Island. Did you read it?
No, I didn't read it. Saw the movie.
There was this old crazy guy in it. His name was Ben Gunn. He was kind of spaced out, but he did make sense about one thing. Dead men tell no tales.
No.
Let's use her gun. She deserves it.
Forget it.
You didn't stop me when we wasted that motorcycle, cop.
You tried to frame Bobo, didn't you?
Now, do you have to tell the whole world about it, you stupid little idiot? Now we're gonna have to kill her.
Nobodies. They all deserve to die. Like Bobo setting me up for that filthy money. He never cared about me. It was Him and your nobody Kate plotting against us all that time.
That dead girl in the bottom of the ravine. Who was she?
Nobody. Just like you.
Comet used you so he could be number one, right?
Nothing. Nothing, you nobody.
Hey, honey, cut it out. Come on, stop it.
Get off me. Get off.
Now, baby, listen to me. You're gonna need a hostage for a little while, okay? And after that, you can do anything you want to, all right?
You promise?
I promise.
Could we see your invoice book?
You don't understand how an invoice works. See, the customer gets the original, so I ain't got that. And I keep the carbon copy. But the lady, she took the carbon copy. So I ain't got that either.
You have any idea what the address was?
If I could remember that, I wouldn't need an invoice now, would I?
Excuse me. Here, is this where it was, this extra carbon?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Larkin, 27, what does that look like to you? Is that a 313? 2713?
27180. 27180 Red Rock Lane.
Do you know where that is?
Well, you just go down the highway here about 2 miles, maybe 2.5, and then it's off to the left.
Thank you very much.
Can't miss it. It's Joe Johnson's old place. You know, you...
This ought to keep you from getting any fancy cop ideas. You know where we're supposed to meet, what you're supposed to do. All right. A little bit.
Check the back. Get around the front of the back. Over the front of the van here. Check him out back there.
They were gonna kill me. Then Lady Police Officer
Wait a minute,
said
wait a minute, wait a
I
minute.
didn't get them.
Wait a minute, this is Joan DeMarco. Aren't you Joan DeMarco?
But the lady
Where's the police officer?
She's at
Where's
the
the lady
farm.
police officer,
She's
honey?
at the farm. She wants to stay there. But then Bobo said if I didn't get the money, they were going to kill me because they said that if I didn't get the money, then Daddy said that I was going to be okay. But then Bobo said if I didn't.
Hey, Barnett, come in, will you? This is Crowley.
I was so scared. I was going to be okay that if I didn't get the money, though.
I got the van. We found the DeMarco girl. She says the pip's back at the farm.
No one here. The place is deserted. They must have hidden the van in a barn, and that's about it.
Oh.
Hold it, Bill.
Yancey found this handbag in the barn. It's definitely Pepper's.
Bill, they just found Pepper's handbag.
Because they said
Is
if
there
I
a
didn't
gun
do
in
anything, they...
Empty.
Empty. No cuffs either.
Well, that's all right, sir. We'll take you to the doctor soon. You'll be in good shape. Yeah. They just found Pep's handbag. No cuffs, no gun. Where's the policewoman? Peachy's lying. Hey, where's she? Hey, get her! Grab her! Stop her. Where is she? Where is she?
She's a nobody cop, your lady cop. Comet's gonna kill her. She's gonna be dead.
One of them took off cross-country in his chopper, probably got Pepper with him as a hostage. Now, Yancey found some fresh tracks that indicate they went off in that direction. This is where we are right now.
See that map? They'll probably take these back roads to this right-of-way down to the main highway. I'll take the North Ridge.
Now, I'll circle around the back and meet you. Crawford!
Yo.
Get the guys moving.
Lord.
Parnell, Arnold.
Yeah,
you stay on my tail.
We've got him. He's turned off on Route 8 eastbound.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Fantastic.
My mom recorded it for me just before she retired. She wrote me a letter. Would you get it for me, Bill, please?
Here.
Caro mio.
Caro mio. She said she wanted to come over and take care of me, you know. So I called her this morning. I said, look, Mom, it'd be a lot easier for you and a lot better for me if I went over there.
You going to Italy?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey.
Besides, I told her I might be taking along a friend.
Oh, you fell in love with the nurse.
Yeah, how'd you guess? Only she's not who I had in mind.
Yeah, it's terrific. You've never been to Italy, have you, Pat?
No.
I always told her she ought to go to Italy. I think I better get back to work.
Oh, wait for me, will you, Bill? I need a lift.
Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ci vediamo subito, eh?
Okay, grazie.
The nurse comes in.
Let her find her own fella. Listen, I got it all planned. First, we go to Capri. Spend a couple weeks there, give or take a month, you know, just so I could rest.
Rest?
We'll do our best. Then we go on to Rome, and then Florence. Oh, there's such a great restaurant in Florence. You'll love it, yeah. And then to Venice. Yeah, what do you say?
Rick? You know I adore you. But not this time around.
No brass ring, huh?
I tell you what. Here's a dime. And when you get back, you try my merry-go-round. Don't lose that dime.
No, I won't. Hey, you gonna come visit me tomorrow?
You give those stale chocolates to that nurse when you tell her goodbye and you got a deal.
Won't change your mind, huh?
Capri? Rome? Florence?
Venice? You sure make it tough to say no. See you in the morning.
Bye.
Italy's a great place for a honeymoon. I'm going to make up a list of the places I want you to see when you get there.
I wish you would.
There's a place in Rome. I know Rick will know all this, but there's a place called Piazza Navona with all the Bellini fountains. And it's, you sit there just at dark as the sun goes down.
I'll have to try to remember that one.
There's a place, I want to tell you about a place too at Capri. You guys don't want to pick your own places anyway.
Crowley, you nut. Who'd ever go on a honeymoon without you?